Here we are doing one activity. Take two paper strips of equal width and having length 60 centimeters and 100 centimeters long. Our task is to find the maximum length of a strip which can measure both the strips without leaving any part. So here we are using two strips here, which is one is 60 centimeters and 100 centimeters long, and here for our convenience I am taking here 60 mm strip and 100 mm strip, and in these two steps we are going to measure one strip with other, and here our condition is without leaving any part we have to measure the entire strip. Here initially I am measuring this one 60 mm, this one 60 mm means up to here this is a 60 mm. And I am taking one more strip that is about the 100 mm. Up to here this is 100 mm. So instead of 100 centimeters and 60 centimeters I am taking in mm. So I am cutting these two into two strips. This is one strip and this is here these two strips are, one is 100 mm and this is 60 mm. From 1 to 100 we have to find the largest part which measures the 60 mm strip and 100 mm strip completely without leaving any part. That is our condition here. Here I am using the 60 mm strip to measure 100 mm strip. So while we are measuring, this portion is left here, this much of portion is left here. So now I am going to separate this portion. Now in the next step I am going to measure this one. So this is about the 40 we got here. So 100 minus 60 is 40. So we got here this is the 40 mm. Next here I am doing the measuring the 60 mm strip with the help of this 40 mm piece. So this part I got here. So here once we measure this one, we got this is 20 mm. The smallest piece is 20 mm. Now with this 20 mm strip, I am measuring the red color strip, which is 100 mm strip, and making it into 20 mm length individual portions. In the same manner, by using the 20 mm strip, measure the green color strip and divide it into individual parts. These green color strips are nothing but 60 mm strips, which are individually divided into 3 parts. Each part has the 20 mm length. This red colored one is 100 mm strip, which is equally divided into 5 parts, each strip having the length of 20 mm. So means here the greatest measure part which is used to measure the two strips 60 mm and 100 mm without leaving any part, that is we can say 20 mm part. So in this we are using this 16 mm strip to measure the 100 mm strip. So here to measure the 100 mm strip, we are using here 16 mm strip, means this 100 mm strip is going to divide with the 16 mm strip into two parts. So here we are applying the division rule here, 100 mm divided by 60. Here we got 61 the 60. So we got the remainder here 40. Here our condition is, while we are measuring the 100 mm strip with using the 60 mm strip, we should measure complete strip without left any part. But here 40 mm portion is balanced here. So for that reason, again we are dividing this 60 mm strip by using the 40 here. Forty ones 40. So then we get here remainder is 20. Here the remainder is not 0, means the strip was not completely measured, and in that strip the 20 mm portion is balanced. So for that reason again we are dividing the 40 with the 20 mm strip, which is the balance portion left over from the 60 mm strip. So here we got here 20 to the 40, that remainder is 0. So this 0 indicates that no parts were left here, means we can say where this 20 mm strip is the highest or greatest measure part, which is measures the both 100 mm and 60 mm. So means here this 20 mm we can say this is the highest common factor for 60, 100. A is equal to BQ plus R. So we are going to write in this format. So here this one is the B here, and this is the A, and this is the Q, and this is the R. So here we can write this one. A is 100, that is equal to B is 60 into Q is 1 plus remainder R is 40. In the next step, here 60 is dividing with the 40, so 40 into 1 plus here the remainder is 20 here. And next the third step, 40 is dividing with the 20 into 2 plus 0. Here this is the remainder is equal to 0, means this 20 is the greatest measure. Here we can write this. In this 20 mm strip is the greatest measure of 100 mm and 60 mm strips without leaving any part. So here this 20 mm is the, we can say this greatest measure part is, we can say that is 20 is equal to HCF.